Good day. Today I want to try something new. Perhaps getting back into content and whatnot. So I want to welcome you to Need for Speed Carbon. This is a game I used to play back when I was a child. It's pretty fun. Completed it a few times. But in general, I kind of really wanted to replay it and give you guys the feel as well. So while I play, I'm just gonna talk about random stuff I think about during the race. Or about, well, real life, you know. It's pretty cool. I actually started and finished the tutorial before I got into the game itself, just because I didn't really feel like going through that many, how do you say, that many cinematics, you know. It feels much fun to just start directly with the gameplay and talk about stuff rather than just watching 10 billion cinematics. If any of you are like, not old viewers, but like teens born in the mid to late 2000s, then you probably have heard about this game. But in essence, it's just a sequel for the Need for Speed Most Wanted, the 2005 version. And I think it's pretty cool. Although the other one does have the M3 GTR and the more fun cop races, not races, the cops, I'm not crashing. This one does have the better gameplay, the more fun map design. Although I don't really like the crew mechanic, it's pretty nice. I do like Neville a lot, but yeah, that's about where the crew liking part ends. This should be a pretty short race realistically, because it's the first race you can do in the game. Neville's right behind me, so there's nothing else to really worry about here. Just a chill race. Either way, it's the middle of September, almost the end of it, so I wanted to ask how you guys have been. How's your summer been? Mine has been pretty great actually. I've been learning how to drive this summer, which is also very nice. Considering I am playing Need for Speed Carbon, I should probably listen to the advice set at the start of the game. You know, drive safe and always wear your seatbelt. Neville, hit that guy. In case you didn't know, Neville's part of my crew and he's a breaker type crew member. When I activate his ability up on the top left, he smashes into someone and deactivates their car for a short while. Unfortunately, I think he missed, but it shouldn't matter too much. I'm already in first place, there's no way he's catching up to me that fast. Pretty sure. Yeah, there's no way. Once the first race done, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a cinematic after the first few races, so I'll stick around and watch that too with you guys, most likely. There we go, 5,000.
So, how long did it take you to spend all that money you took from me?
That was one of the short cinematics. I'm not sure why it's not playing the music here. It's a little bit unfortunate. It's stuck. Is it really gonna crash on me? There's no way. The mouse is still here. Well, that's a bit sad. I'm unsure if it's actually crashed or if it still works. When I'll tab it doesn't say unresponsive, so it must just be the cinematic that stopped working. It's very, very unfortunate, I think. Will it ever come back? Is it just stopped permanently? I think it might be. Do I have to restart the game? Come on. Work, damn it, work. Come on. Unfortunate. I'll try restarting the game. And I'll see you again if it actually works. Alright, so I unfortunately had to redo the first race, but let's hope this time it works. If I can skip through this, I cannot. I'm gonna watch this again, and if the music video doesn't work, it's unfortunate.
How long did it take you to spend all that money you took from me?
Let's hope it works. I can hear the sound. It's a bit loud.
11 o'clock, who's ringing my phone? I'm just cool, laid back like Nina Simone. And that's fresh, fresh, fresh. And that's fresh, fresh, fresh.
There we go. It worked. Must have been a simple bug. I'm not sure what it was. But anyways, we got a new race on our hands now, and it's right here. So let's start it up. So where was I? Ah, yes. Summer. Talking about summer. My summer's pretty good. I chilled out from university. It was a good break. A lot of things. Hung out with friends a lot. You know, just general business. It was quite fun actually. Went swimming again. Found out that I'm apparently a really good swimmer. And it was pretty good. Anyhow. How was you guys' summer? Must have been a pretty good summer as well. Not a bad turn. Must have been a pretty good summer as well. Though it was pretty hot here, over here in Romania. It was extremely hot. I'm not sure why. But I had to close up my window and just pull in the shades just so I wouldn't burn inside my home. I'm sure it was way hotter in other places as well though, wasn't it? I heard a lot about the heat this summer. It's kind of fortunate that global warming is actually this bad. Originally I didn't really care about it that much, but as time goes on, you learn things. And one of them is that global warming is actually a pain in the backside. Not really sure what else I could talk about in my summer. I did mention that I'm doing a driver's test, and this week, actually, the week I'm going to post this video, I'm going to go and have the written exam, which is very nice. It's going to be pretty difficult, but I am learning how to handle it properly. As well as just learning in general. There's a lot of theory to learn when you're doing a driver's test. And I think the most surprising part is that not all of it is actually used. You don't use anything, not anything. You don't use most of the things you learn when you start out, which is really weird. It surprised me when my driver's instructor actually told me that. He said something along the lines of, you're gonna learn a lot of theory, but you're not gonna use most of it. But yeah, that was a pretty long race, but it's pretty good. I have one more race here, which was supposed to be down here. I'll just jump to it here. I've always loved checkpoint races. It's pretty cool. I actually forgot it was a checkpoint race. I didn't expect it at all. I am about to go to, not about to, my university is starting pretty soon, which means that I most likely won't be posting that much, like last year as well. Posted about 3 videos and that's it. What a lame-ass YouTuber I am. Either way, I do intend to do these shorter form videos with not much thought put behind them a bit more often. Because they seem pretty nice, seem pretty fun, especially just revisiting old video games I used to play as a child, such as, well, obviously Need for Speed Carbon. It's gonna be pretty fun to just play and talk about things, I assume. These checkpoint races are really long, aren't they? I didn't expect them to be this long. So pretty fun. Learning how my car handles again. Man, I haven't played this game in over 10 years. It's been such a long time. Compared to Need for Speed Carbon, I think I enjoyed the slower speed this game offers. If you remember, if any of you played Most Wanted, cars in that game could reach upwards of what, 340 kilometers an hour. The starter cars not so much, but as the game went on, the cars got so fast. Pretty sure the cars stay at around the same speed here, maybe up to like 200-300-ish. But I guess it's fair considering this game focuses a lot more on handling and these shorter, tight turns, you know, rather than Most Wanted's giant roads, and where top speed actually mattered. It's kind of more fun, realistically. You don't just hold W and win, like in Most Wanted. You actually have to think about the path to learn which way to go, how to choose your line. Definitely is pretty cool though, those flames actually. I'm not sure what they are, I might have to stop by them. What I also enjoy is that this game doesn't show me any of the shortcuts on the map. Most Wanted just showed you the entire map and you just take the shortcut and that's it. This one doesn't show you. You have to learn the map. And that's a great addition. Kinda chill having a race as long as this. I forgot there was another shortcut that way. That was my bad, entirely my bad. But as I was saying, it's kind of fun to have longer races like this that don't just end up being hold W and get to the finish line. I guess I am doing the same thing here, but there's a lot of twists and turns that go into these races. Palmon City is such a twisty city, you know. It feels a lot less realistic per se, a lot more arcade gamey, and yeah, it's more fun, I think. Ow. Even these shortcuts feel like arcadey games-ish. Most Wanted felt a bit more realistic, to say the least, where you just went through a generic city without any major turns like here. Overall, I know how much love Most Wanted gets. I think I smashed through every car I found in this race. But back to my point, I know how much love and nostalgia Most Wanted gets. But I think all of that is just because of the M3 GTR and the comp chases. Honestly, the races and the bosses weren't that interesting. Compared to Carbon, we actually feel and talk to them, but they converse with you. I think it's a lot better designed than what Most Wanted had. You know? There's a couple of new races here. Which one should we end it with? Do we do another checkpoint? No. Let's sure, let's do another sprint. This should be good. Here's another thing I really wanted to talk about. So if any of you played Carbon, you know that whichever class of vehicles you pick, Neville gets the same class, but as an upgraded vehicle. For example, if you pick the muscle car, you get the Camaro SS, the one right next to me, and Neville gets a Chrysler 300cc, I think. Well, when you pick the tuner class, you get a Mazda RX-8, while he gets the Mazda 3, or Mazda Speed 3, I think it's called in this game. But the really weird part is that when you pick the exotic, Neville also gets the same Alfa Romeo you get, which is weird considering there's also another tier 1 exotic, which is, I'm pretty sure, the Mercedes CLS. I'm gonna have to look it up, but it's really weird they didn't give him any other car. And it's quite an interesting detail if you really think about it. Did they just not have the Mercedes in stock, or like how come you picked this? I know there's a bit of lore in his cinematic. He says he wants to ride with the sweet rims. But the Mercedes also has some pretty good rims. I'm not sure what he's talking about, but it could have been the rims, most likely that. I'm not really sure of any other reasoning behind this choice. Still, it's pretty cool. I only wish that the tutorial, not the tutorial, but like the tutorial island was a bit more played. Because as of now, you get one race to try out the car you choose, and then the tutorial teaches you the 2 basics, and then you move on to the big city, you know, Palmon City. I don't know. I think that's just me rambling about. It would be really cool to be able to play on that small city again. It looks pretty interesting. The architecture, the general races you could do there. I think it's really cool. But anyways, that's about it. We get another cinematic, and then we'll drop it here.
I think you're mistaken. This area is for serious drivers, not thieves and cowards.
This is the Mercedes I was talking about, by the way. The one you see walking away there. Walking away. I'm sure it's walking. Anyways, I'll just head back to my garage, I'm pretty sure. Or we could check out the dealership. Nah. I think I'll just head back to the garage while we talk. Which way was it? Oh, just in front. Alright. Even the car sounds in this game are really sweet. Actually, in all the Need for Speed games, the car sounds are really sweet. I'm not sure what I'm saying. I'm not sure what my point is either. Need for Speed is a game made for cars. Of course, it's gonna sound good. Even looking at this city, took the wrong way. Even looking at this city, it just looks really well detailed, really good. in the far parts down there. I'm pretty sure we can still go there. I'm pretty sure we do actually go there when we race the muscle cars, though I'm not entirely sure about that. Wait, no, we do go there. We do race the muscle cars there, because I remember a shipyard, racing in a shipyard somewhere. Yeah, that's right. Still, pretty sure that's all for today. Thank you for coming here and watching this. It was fun to talk about everything, basically. And I hope to see you again next time I record. Take care now.